conference will now be recorded.
I'm recording this session too. Okay, let's see what is the agenda of this session. So, roles of SAP Support Consultant. Okay, what are the roles and responsibilities and daily activities will be done by support consultant. For example, if you apply for SAP consultant job, I can say 60% of jobs will be mostly support roles only. Okay, maybe 30 to 35 will be implementation. Few maybe testers, some other kind of roles. But most of the roles will be support consultant. Because when a company implements, maybe they spend 1 year of time, or 1.5 year of time, or 8 months of time to implement SAP. But the support will be continuous activity. Initial support will have more issues, and after 2 years or 3 years, it will come down. And if they get any new requirements, they will complete according to the support activities only. Okay, like change requests and those things. Okay. So the first we'll see about the roles of SAP support consultant on daily day-to-day basis. So based on the timeline, we can go further. Otherwise, I will plan one more session about service level equipments and the priority of the tickets. Those things we can cover. Okay. In this presentation, we are going to discuss mostly about the roles of a consultant. What exactly is going to do? For example, if many people are trying for SAP support role. Otherwise, you got an offer letter, you're going to join next month as a support consultant. What exactly you're going to do? To get an idea, I hope this will be helpful. The roles of support consultant. I address two types of support consultant here. One is that application support consultant. Most of the people who are going to do as a support consultant role. Okay. So when you get a job as a support consultant, you are assigned to a support project. What is your regular activities, okay, and what are the areas you need to cover? So everyone, whether you are a support consultant or implementation consultant or SAP testing consultant, whatever your role, you should have good knowledge in your module. That is for sure, right? So you should have knowledge on your module, whether you are working for SAP MM or WM or any kind of a module, you should have the knowledge on your module, irrespective of functional or technical. You should have a good knowledge. That's the basic thing. But what are the different things? Like what are the special skills are required for a support consultant? I can mention like you should have more patience, and you should have good explanation skills and also understanding skills, because the users are at low level. Some users might be joined recently in the company and they were assigned to their work and they got issues and they raised an issue. So all the users may not have a similar kind of knowledge. So you should understand what is the user's knowledge levels, and you should sync with that user's explanation, and you have to understand. So you should have a good listening skills, and also you have to explain properly to all the kind of levels. Okay, there will be, he might have a very good knowledge, then he can grasp easily, and some people may not have good knowledge, so they will ask again and again. They will do the similar kind of mistakes, or else after you explain also they might be forgot and they will ask you again and they will do the similar mistake. So you should handle those things. So coming to these roles, like once you come to office, the first activities you have to do like checking open tickets and close as per priority. So first you have to open your supporting tool. Okay, the supporting tool might be Remedy or IT Direct or HPSM. There are different support tools in the market. Okay, you have to open your support tool and you need to check whether any new tickets are assigned to you and what are the open tickets. Okay, the open tickets, what are the priorities? Always the support consultant should have a proper plan. It's not something whatever comes, you just take it. Okay, you have to take it. You are assigned to 4 new tickets. You have to verify what is the priority of that. Okay, if the priority is 2 or 1 or 3, so that ticket should be completed quickly so that you should work on those tickets. But you have to accept all the tickets. There is an accept SLA will be there. Okay, definitely I will plan for one session on service level agreement and priority. Okay, I don't want to interlink here. So that session I will definitely plan very soon. So you have to prioritize your tickets. So the top priority tickets, you should take it first and work on that and send an email to email, or in the same support tool, we will have option to communicate with the users. You can reply, that reply will be notified to the user in email. So the user can open the email to see the reply, what you have given. Any questions you are asking, or you are giving any solution. So those things. So first you have to check your open tickets and the new tickets which are assigned to you. And you have to work towards finishing the tickets based on the priority. Okay. Monitoring monthly SLA and plan to work towards the target. Yes, every consultant will have the monthly SLA average. For example, 10 tickets are assigned to you. 9 tickets you complete on time, 1 ticket you have not completed. Then your SLA will be the 90%. So everyone, the SLA target also, it depends on the client and what they have agreed. Generally, it will be 95, 94, 93%. Okay. So the SLA should be, the overall should achieve. And you try to ensure that your SLA should be always 100%. You should complete on time. So you need to prioritize. If you have asked a question to each user, you have to keep that ticket under the status of customer action, waiting for customer, whatever the status you have in your tool. So once you keep that status, your clock will be stopped. So system will not run again and again. Okay. And good communication and convincing skills. So whatever the explanation you are giving to the user, you should provide with a proper communication. So based on the users, whether you are looking for global projects, then if you see Asian, like Thailand and Vietnam, if you work with such kind of users, you should talk very slowly because their English levels are not that good. So you have to understand in that way. And if you're working for Australia, New Zealand, such kind of clients, their communication is better than us. So we have to sync with their communication and understand properly what exactly they're conveying, and you have to answer in that way. So you should have a good communication and convincing skills, and the listening skills to listen the issues. Okay. So these things you should prioritize properly. Okay. And I hope all of you are getting my voice right. Okay, so you can just confirm if many people are not any issue. If somebody doesn't have that, somebody has that issue, only specific people, then please check your the mic and the audio settings so that you can listen. And key user training. Yeah, one more role of the support consultant will be, sometimes if you have developed any new program or you have changed some process, okay, you have introduced a new form or you have introduced a new transaction code to print. Earlier it was not able to print automatically, it was printing. The business has requested to print manually. So any such kind of a new change request were introduced in the recent days, then you have to provide the key user training about the new process or the new transaction. You have to prepare a user manual and provide the training to the key users. So the key users will understand properly and ask the required questions and get clarified. Then they will give a training to their end users. Okay. So these are the roles and responsibilities. If you get a question in interview, can you tell any 3 responsibilities of a support consultant on day-to-day basis? You can pick whichever you have comfortable, whichever you have a good command, because if the interviewer goes beyond that, the next level, you should be in a position to answer it. Okay. If you use the word monitoring monthly SLA, then you should know what is SLA also, service level agreement. So the details also you should know. So that things you have to keep it in mind. Okay. Like I mentioned just now, I'm going to plan one more session about the only for on SLA and P1, P2, P3 priority tickets, and also the level like L1, L2, L3. What is the L1, L2, L3 support? So those 3 concepts I will plan soon. Okay, next one, the writing FS. for any new or changes to the existing developments. Yes, many times, like I told you that some of the tickets cannot be resolved just by guiding users, just by making changes to the configuration. We have to change the program also. Existing program needs to be changed. The logic needs to be updated, or else you have to add a new functionality in the existing development. These all we consider as a change request. So changes to the existing development or fixing a bug in the existing development, existing program, or adding a new functionality to the new existing program, or else completely a new program you are going to develop. So in these circumstances, you have to prepare a FS. If it is a new development, you have to prepare a brand new functional specification, or else you have to take the old FS and write the new version. What is the new version? What are the changes you are going to do? What is the logic? So in the existing FS, you have to give the new changes which you are going to do that. So writing FS is also one of the responsibilities, but it's not a day-to-day responsibility. What are the day-to-day? First point 1, point 2. Okay, point 1, point 2 are day-to-day activities, and point 3 is like a common skills we should have every day. And point 4 is also not a day-to-day activity. Sometimes you have to give the key user training. And this point 5, FS preparation whenever you get a change request. Updating FS or writing new FS whenever you get a new development. So that you should understand which is day-to-day activity, which comes early. And interacting with ABAP to close the change request. Yes, when you send a FS to ABAP, you have to work with ABAP to explain what changes you need exactly and what are the functionalities you are expecting from the program. So those things you have to work with ABAP and make it done. And once it is completed, you have to do the initial unit testing. Once unit testing is good, you have to move the changes to quality. So in quality, you have to perform system integration testing. And once everything is fine, then you have to ask user to perform the user acceptance testing. Once everything is fine, then you move to production. That's what we do, right? So you have to interact with the ABAP to close the change requests. Interacting with other functional consultants as per the requirement. Yes, you have got some issue in account determination, then you have to work with finance. You have got an issue in a shipping tab issue or anything related to sales data, then you have to interact with the SD consultant. So you have to work with other consultants also whenever there is a requirement. Okay, so these are the responsibilities of a support consultant who work on tickets like junior level or mid level, any support consultant who is working that you have to do these activities. Checking open and new tickets. Okay, open tickets means all new and pending both will come, so you can just explain. So if you have any questions about this role, you can just shoot out so that we can address. Okay, which one is the most used ticketing tool? I had mostly the HPSM. We can use Remedy HPSM. Okay, and wherever SAP companies are using IT Direct and SAP Solution Manager, we see. But nowadays, market lot of ticketing tools have come to market based on their comfort levels. They use that one. Level 1 and level 2, like I mentioned, I'm going to plan a session on this. Okay, let me, if you want to answer that question. So level 1 and level 2. Some of the companies, the level 1 support directly they give to their key users only will take care about level 1. Okay. So the level 1 will be like the basic questions. You can tell user that how to create a PO. Or else the user is struggling to create a cost center, you have to guide the user. Or else during PO creation, user has given a wrong WBS or cost center. So such kind of issues or some master data issues, mostly those things come under level 1. So mostly key users can answer, otherwise they will raise a ticket. Okay. And sometimes the L1, there is a separate team will be taking care. Mostly 2 years, 3 years experience consultants will work on that. Less than 2 years, the basic things they can easily handle. So level 2, the L1 team which is not able to handle, they directly create a ticket to L2. So level 2 tickets are mostly bit matured, like configuration or some program changes and all. most of the tickets will come under L2, the level 2 tickets. And level 3 means that purely based on the company and how the IT, based on the agreement. So when I was working in one support project, the L3 was decided as per the mandates. For example, you got one program change or new program requirement. If the efforts are more than 3 days, okay. So if the ABAP and functional efforts are more than 3 days, the company will decide as a level 3. Because the payment wise, till level 2, the payment is certain, the ticket wise the payment is there, but level 3 payments are different. So if more than 3 days effort, then we discuss with client and explain the ABAP mandates and functional both efforts are crossing 3 days. So we are going to consider this change as a level 3. So because level 3 payment will be different. So that's what they decide. But L1 you can consider as a basic issues, mostly guidance, no configuration changes. Guidance or training or convincing or explaining about the process. So those things mostly come under L1. L2, all these category, plus config changes and program changes, which won't take too much efforts and all. L3, based on the efforts and all. Like I mentioned, this L2, L3 explanation will vary from company to company, but at least whatever explanation I told, that is from a real-time experience, so that you can keep those points noted, so that won't be a wrong statement. Yeah, but all the ticketing tools, yes. That's what I'm going to mention. You people don't too much worry about the ticketing tools. If you use a Gmail, Yahoo Mail, or Hotmail, whatever different mails are there, right? The screen look, appearance, and little functionalities will be different, but everything is same, right? In a similar way, we are not going to worry too much about the ticketing tools. So once you join the company, they will only give you the basic training for 1 day or 2 days. And once you work for few tickets, you will get a command on that. So don't think too much about which tool they are going to use, whether I can understand or not. Okay, because they are going to give user manuals like a spoon feeding, how to create, accept a ticket and how to communicate with the users. If you change request, what are the additional things you have to do, how to upload the test scripts, everything will be there. So you focus on your SAP knowledge, you focus on how to resolve, you focus on your communication skills, you focus on your email writing and how to talk to users, not getting angry if user is asking again and again. These things you focus. Don't worry too much about the ticketing tools. What is FS? It's a functional specification. Okay, we prepare a function specification whenever you need any changes, program and all, we have to prepare and give that. Okay, so the function specification and all, I can provide some samples function specifications. If you, I'm going to give one link also. Honestly, whoever needs the sample and all, you can find my email ID. Okay, you can send the email so that I can share the respective details. That could be better. And normally, what will be the average turnaround time for L1, L2? See, actually, L1, L2 will not decide the turnaround time. The service level agreement will decide. So there is a priority P1, P2, P3, P4. Okay, 4 priorities are decided in service level agreement. So P1 ticket within 24 hours, P2 ticket within 3 days or 4 days, P3 within 1 week, P4 within 10 days. So this is one SLA, one of the support projects SLA. That's what they decided. The priorities will be deciding the time. L1, L2 will not decide the time. Okay, L1, L2 is only the type of support. Based on that, the billing will be there. For example, if you're creating L1 ticket, L1 team is handling, maybe per day, they will, or per ticket, they charge maybe $30. Just an example. L2 team, if they're handling, per ticket, they may charge $60 or $50. So like that, the price will be there. So L1, L2, based on the teams. So always the time is based on the priority. P1, P2, P3, P4. What is SLA? Service level agreement. The company will decide with the customer, the consulting team. Whenever you create a ticket, you should prioritize P1, P2, P3, P4. If you raise a ticket which is having a production stoppage or lot of trucks are getting stuck in the warehouse without issue. If you don't close the issue, you cannot move the trucks. So a lot of trucks will be pending at the warehouse. So every hour of waiting of truck will cost a lot of money for the company. So they can create a P1 ticket because it should be resolved immediately. So the decision of P1, P2, P3, P4 will be done by the key users who are going to raise the ticket. Okay. So how can they decide? They cannot create everything as a P1, P2 because to create a P1 ticket, they will have a lot of approvals or decisions, because P1 ticket the price is very high, they will pay, and also we have to resolve within 24 hours, and even the 24/7 support team also will work on the P1 ticket. P2 ticket will have a 3 days of time, right? So the decision of P1, P2 or P3 will be taken by the key user who is going to raise the ticket, first thing. And how the priority will be decided, the user in a position to understand whether it's a production stoppage within 24 hours. If you don't get the solution, company will lose some money because of production stoppage or trucks stoppage. Then only they have to get a P1. Otherwise, they have to create a P2. Okay, and P2 mostly 3 days or 4 days will be there. And if the ticket they have an issue, but that can be resolved after 3 days or 4 days also, it's not a source stopper, then they can create a P3 or P4. That's what they have decided. Okay. So L1, L2, L3, like I mentioned, L1, very basic, any user guidance, not able to create a PO, such kind of issues. L2, similar issues like L1, because if L1 candidate cannot solve the issue, then he will rise to L2. So L2 are like guidance issues, configuration changes, program changes, all these kind of things will come under L1, L2, L2. Okay. So L3 is almost like L2, but which needs more efforts. So purely the decision will be taken by the consultant team. This program is going to, we need at least 5 days or 6 days of efforts. Then they will talk to the client. We cannot do this as part of L2 because L2 our agreement is this much price, but we need at least 5 to 6 days of man days, so that we cannot do under L2. So please move this to L3, so that L3 will have a separate payment. Okay. So P1, P2, P3, like I told you, right? Based on urgency, they have to decide L1, L2, L3, severity kind of a thing. So based on urgency, if P1 ticket can be a simple go-to material and remove the deletion flag, that can be a P1 ticket. Okay, I'm saying that because the urgency will play the role compared to the criticality. So P1, P2, P3, P4 are priorities, not the critical. A P1 can be very simple, a P4 can be complicated. So that's what you have to understand. L1, L2, L3 are the type of support. Most of the companies, L1 and L2 will be taken care by same department. L3, like I mentioned, there will be a lot of discussions to move a change request to L3. So you can understand that L3 will be mostly program changes, and L2, all combinations will be there. L1 will be only guidance. You can remember in that way. So what is the procedure to move TR moving from quality to production server in your project? So see, the main procedure will be there. In quality, first you have to perform the system integration testing. Okay, and then you have to send your SAT results to user and ask user to perform the user acceptance testing. So once user performs the user acceptance testing, the results are good, then we ask basis team to move to production. So because we have SAT results, success, pass, and we have UAT results that also pass, then we move the changes to production. In which level pricing process release strategy support tickets will come? Mostly L2. Like I mentioned, most tickets will come in L2 only. Okay. After solving the tickets, yes, once the ticket is solved, we have to ask user, please check in production and confirm whether it is okay or not. You put it as resolved, So the clock will stop. Okay, whatever that SLA clock will be there, right? That will stop, and we wait for user confirmation. We keep the status to waiting for user confirmation, and we send an email or in the same tool. We ask user, please verify the changes in production and confirm whether it's resolved or not. Then user will send ticket is closed. Okay. So in some tools we'll have feedback also, like our Airtel or any customer care, right? How we get a feedback, like that there will be feedback. We will send an email. Yes, ticket is resolved. Thanks for your support, and please provide your review, like about your performance, like how the ticket solution and how the what you call your communication and your explanation. There will be a feedback also. That feedback will be evaluated to give the better performer and any kind of. So that's what we can. Okay, see, many JD, they will just keep end-to-end implementation is required, but end-to-end implementation may not be required for all the projects. Like I mentioned that in our requirements, 50 or 60% of jobs will need support consultants only. So they have to verify about your SAP knowledge and your communication skills, listening skills, and the problem solving. These things, if you are good, they can recruit a person without implementation experience. That's what even I mentioned in sometimes in LinkedIn. Please don't look for only the implementation, because I know I met some of my colleagues who have 5 years, 6 years of experience with good sound of knowledge, but they don't have implementation experience because they didn't get an opportunity in their projects. Okay, luckily I got an opportunity to work for implementation within few months of my first SAP job, and now currently I'm working in an 8th implementation. Because all people may not get the opportunities. So support consultant, when they recruit for support consultant, even I request all the managers and recruiters, please take a candidate who doesn't have implementation experience, because your requirement is not about the implementation, right? Okay, before going to the new questions, we'll see the one more support consultant, the lead support consultant roles, most likely similar roles, but there are some 2-3 additional roles will be there. We will check that. If you get error, pivot access, see whatever errors you get it, like I mentioned that mostly L2 category only. Okay, and if there is a few tickets, maybe L1. See, nobody, like I mentioned that when the ticket is getting raised, it will go to the L1 team first. If they cannot resolve, they will change to L2 and move to L2. So the user will not select which is L1, which is L2 most of the cases. User will only select P1 or P2 or P3 or P4. Priority only he will decide. Okay. But based on the hierarchy, the first it will go to L1. If L1 can resolve, it will be stopped there only. Otherwise, L1 will push to L2. See, that is the one support model I have seen. And another one like I mentioned that there is no L1 and L2 segregation. L1 and L2 both will be taken care by same team. Okay, so there won't be segregation. They will have only if there is a ticket takes too much time, then they will request for L3 only. Okay. See that L1, L2 changes, like I mentioned that if the L1 team doesn't know, they cannot understand the ticket, within few hours they will change to L2. Okay. I have seen in only one support project, there is an L1 team, very junior consultants, they're working for 2-3 people are assigned. They can just guide it. If they don't understand, immediately they will assign to the L2 persons. Okay, both are under the same control. So that depends. See, number of hours, SLA days, these things are not at all fixed statements. Okay, like you tell that what is the T code for material creation, MM01. It's not answers like that. Okay, SLA will change from company to company, and this L1, L2, L3, these concepts also will change from company to company. Job preference for the people who have domain experience. See, based on your domain experience, if you're working in procurement or inventory area, you can choose SAP MM or S4HANA procurement, S4HANA logistics. These 3 modules you can select. Once you get some experience, you can work on WM or extended warehouse management. LS&W, it's not transport to production. It's not a TR base. There is an export-import concept will be there. We need to do in that way. Which is better, SAP MM or Ariba? See, Ariba is good, but SAP MM has a huge market. There is no comparison with Ariba. Ariba, maybe salaries, everything is good, but the limited market, limited people, and SAP MM has a huge market and a lot of opportunities. Undergraduate, I never see, because in the initial checklist itself, graduation they mention as a mandatory. So MNC is 100% is no. Maybe some other companies, based on your experience, you are undergraduate but you have a solid experience, then they may consider. But whoever trying as an undergraduate, please finish your graduation. Maybe correspondence also fine. If you receive change request ticket, how to handle? Okay, see, first of all, when the ticket comes, we don't know whether it is change request or incident. After you analyze the incident only, you will come to know whether it needs a config changes or program changes. Okay, before seeing the questions, let's go to that another role. We'll quickly complete this. Support lead consultant. So support lead consultants, like I mentioned, if you have a 3-4 MM consultants in a big support project, they will have a one lead. Okay, the lead consultant will be like, the lead consultant can be in offshore in the same location, or else the lead consultant will be in on-site. For example, if the company has in Bangalore, they have a 4-5 MM consultants, the on-site maybe in US or UK or Germany, wherever, the support lead consultant will be in US. Or else the support lead consultant will be also in the same location, but he will handle the 3-4 consultants. So he will also have a similar responsibilities what we have discussed as a support consultant, but the lead consultant will have 2-3 additional things. Okay, let me go through that. Attending weekly or monthly key user feedback meeting, and client feedback and normal solutioning feedback, etc. needs to be shared with the team and help the team to overcome respective issues. So there will be a key user meeting. Few projects will have a weekly meeting, few projects bi-weekly, or few projects will have a monthly. So in that key user meeting, mostly the lead consultants will be joining the meeting along with the project manager, and they will see the feedback. Like I mentioned that it can be a normal feedback, or else like I mentioned, some of the supporting tools, so they are using this feedback also. After you resolve the ticket, you have to ask the user to give the feedback about your communication, problem solving, and like way of explanation. These all things they have to give the feedback. That feedback will be analyzed. If somebody got a escalation that this guy is always getting irritated or not giving proper reply, after I messaged him 3-4 times in Messenger, he will reply later only. Okay, this kind of complaints, if they get it, then the lead consultant has to tell the people, yes, I got a feedback about you that you are always responding slow. What is the reason? Okay, and that's why we always suggest people who are in support consultant, if you work on 1 or 2 tickets, try to open 1 or 2 tickets and communicate with the users. Don't open all 4 tickets once and ping all 4 users. Then all 4 users will ping about the questions or explanation. Then you may not respond proper in time, right? So you have to respond, okay, morning I will work on these 2 tickets. Let's communicate with the 2 users. And afternoon I will work on these 2 tickets. That planning is essential as a support consultant. If you plan properly, you will buy a lot of free time. Okay, you can get a proper time, and that time you can utilize for enhancing your skills or understanding your company's, your client's business. And because in support, you may not work for all the tickets, right? Some of the tickets will be worked by your colleague, and some tickets will be handled by you. Okay, so that things will be done by the lead consultant. And supporting team members to resolve any tickets. Yes. Some of the support consultant has 5 days SLA, almost per day he is not able to resolve it. Then he will ask the lead consultant, I think we have only 2 days of time, but I'm not able to get the correct solution. Can you guide me about this ticket and how to resolve and how to fix it. Otherwise, he will plan. For example, on first day itself, you know that you cannot resolve the ticket. Then you don't hesitate and keep it with you until third or fourth day. You inform your lead consultant, I think I cannot resolve this ticket. Can you assign to someone? I can take some other ticket. Please support. Like that also, you can talk to the lead consultant. Then the lead consultant, either he will guide you to resolve or he will assign the ticket to another better consultant to resolve, and he will assign some other ticket to you. So you should inform, that's the thing, and he will support accordingly. This is one of the additional activities of a lead consultant. Lead support consultant or support lead consultant or the team lead, whatever different roles can be used. Checking open tickets and closed as they are, the same thing. Even the lead consultant also will handle some tickets. For example, all the consultants are handling 20 tickets per person. Lead consultant may handle 10 or 12 because he has the additional activities, right? He has to prepare the report. He has to support the consultants whenever they need, and he has to attend the key user meetings. He has to attend the new requirement meeting. Okay. Good communication and convincing skills, that's a common. Key user trainings, yes, he will also give training whenever his ticket needs respective training. Writing FS for new changes and interacting with the BAP and working with other functional consultants. All these activities are common as a normal consultant, but he will attend the meetings and getting the new requirements and supporting the team members. These are the additional activities of a support lead consultant. So the lead consultant may be 6 years or 5 years of experience. Sometimes the project may consider 4 years consultant also as a lead consultant. Okay, there is no benchmark to become a lead consultant this much, but at least according to my experience, if you have at least 3 or 4 years of experience, you can take that role. Okay, but these are the activities you should consider how you are going to do as a consultant and support consultant. Okay. So if you have any other questions or anything, you can find my email here. Okay, those questions you can address, and we will see some of the questions to answer now before we close the session. I will try to have one more session on SLA and the priorities. Already I answered some of the questions, but some more deep discussions we can plan in that session. And we are going to close the session in 10 to 15 minutes. I'm going to address some of the questions, then we will close. And you can find my email here, and you can answer. You can just send the email with your any questions or about it. If you need sample FS or sample support tickets or anything, okay, we have that SAP content that we can check it. Let's check some of the questions now. Yeah, few examples of support tickets. Yes, you can send an email, and even in my blog also I put some of the support issues, and whoever needs that kind of issues, you can send an email. You can note down my email. Even in support role, interview ask for implementation. Yes, actually they will. Then when you go for a support role, the interviewer should check your support skills to finalize your job. He can verify your implementation experience, but I feel they should not reject a candidate just they don't have implementation experience, because the role is for support. Okay. What is I have asked some interviews, they are asking about tickets. So will it be possible providing other tickets with tax base? See, mostly the people who are trying for jobs for 3 years, 4 years, 5 years and all, you just tell that you worked on L1, L2 support. Because L3 support mostly won't be given to the 3 years or 4 years. Okay, based on that, no other consultants are available and all. Mostly the L1, L2 tickets, you can mention that I worked on L1 tickets, L2 tickets. I'm just revising again. L1 tickets means guidance and just tell user to how to create it, tell user how to run the transaction, or tell user how to change the master data, and tell user create a new material or change material. These all things will come in L1. L2, all these set of transactions, all these set of issues, plus config changes, program changes, all these come under L2. How performance is measured for SAP MM consultant? The performance when it comes to support, like I mentioned, SLA. How is this candidate's SLA? Whether he is able to complete all tickets on time or he is delaying, that will play the role. And like the feedback from the customer, how the users are giving feedback. Yes, Ganesh is explaining very well, and yes, if they get assign a ticket to Ganesh, it will be resolved fast. Whatever the feedback they are going to give, that feedback also will play the role. The MM as per HANA both are similar way. Okay, for any consultant, these are the basic things you can mention that. SAP MM retail project, is it good to go with that? Yeah, if you get an opportunity to join, you don't have to hesitate to join SAP retail also, because SAP retail also have some good market. Okay, so you can join. Because compared to sitting idle during this COVID pandemic time, whatever opportunities you get, try to grab it and join and work. Whether it can be a support consultant or implementation consultant or tester, SAP tester. Okay, these are different roles, right? Even SAP end user. Okay, if you get a job as a SAP end user in a reputed manufacturing or service company, please join and learn the processes. What are the different procurements they are doing, how the payments are being happening. So you can join as a SAP end user also. So compared to sitting idle and getting depression and thinking about negativity, whether I will get a job or not, please take an opportunity. Whether it can be a SAP domain job, or even they are not using SAP, but the role is like a supply chain executive or a procurement executive. That roles also you can take up. All people may not get a opportunity immediately as a consultant. So what are the consultant roles? Support consultant or implementation consultant or tester, SAP tester. These are all SAP IT consultant roles. And end users are like procurement executive or inventory stores executive, supply chain executive, planning team. These are all coming under the roles. You can grab any opportunity to learn. Normal people having domain experience of 6 years, yes. Until if you have 8 years or 7 years of domain experience, you can join. And you can join that. No, don't have to worry on that. You can join for that. In some companies, if you have a domain experience of 12 years use experience, then they may think to consider the candidate as per the age and the expectations and all. But 6 years, 7 years, 8 years are all fine. Even I joined after 3 years or 7 months of experience. You can check the journey of Ganesh Padala. I joined at 3 years, 7 months of domain experience. Then I joined as a consultant. So that you can plan. I have 1.6 years experience, but company not hired less than 2 years. What should I do? Okay, 1.6 years in which experience you have? Okay, if it is consultant, try to work for 6 more months, and then you can try. Even for 1.6 years also, you can keep it nearly 2 years experience like that in the header, so that the profile will be shortlisted. Then you can show your skills. Okay, if your company has terminated you or your company doesn't have projects and they released you, you don't have a job, but you have 1.5 years of experience, then you can try in that way. Nearly 2 years of experience and then try. Okay, you can talk to recruiter. MM and PS is the correct decision to join SAP. Yes, you can join SAP MM and PS module. Still, you can join SAP Retail. Okay, their project systems and MM knowledge can be utilized. The retail, because see, SAP Retail, SAP Ariba, these are all different modules. Will have a less number of people in the market at the same time, less people also. So less people and less jobs. So MM, S4 HANA procurement and all, huge number of people. Opportunities also huge. So you can choose those modules in SAP. Order to cash is same as P2P cycle. No, order to cash is for SD. Sales order and delivery and issue to the customer and then billing and payment. And P2P is the procure to pay. The purchase requisition, purchase order, then goods receipt and invoice receipt and payment. So high priority tickets, SAP MM high priority tickets See, some of the examples, like I mentioned, that the company will decide when they have to create a P1 ticket, a P2 ticket. Okay, so that kind of tickets. For example, goods receipt is not being happening. So the trucks are already kept it, and they cannot send the truck back without performing the goods receipt in the system, because the company logistics team will have the daily in and out and daily how much quantity are received. They have to do the invoice, right? So truck delay, okay, anything the financial things, the production delay, lot of manpower will be sitting idle, and the production next shift will be affected. So these kind of the things, the trucks are getting stuck and they don't have that much space for parking. And truck delay, each 1 hour truck delay, the company has to pay the penalty to the vendor. So these kind of cases. Currently, the getting job in foreign market is tough. You know the global conditions, but SAP market is good. You can choose the different modules if you're working in SAP MM, or if you're working in SD, you can work on SAP logistics, sales related S/4HANA. So you always try to learn a second module that will always give an added value. If you're an MM, you can learn warehouse management or S/4HANA procurement, S/4HANA logistics, EWM or Ariba. Okay, we have this five to six modules. You can choose any module, and we have this five to six modules. You can choose any module, and you can learn it. Okay. Given that email address in the chat room. Okay, and even in the screen also you can see that. Okay, we are going to close the session. Thanks for all of you for joining this session. I hope this has given a lot of knowledge for you, and to understand that you can, if you check out YouTube videos, you can always put like button and provide your comment to encourage, and share our videos with your circle, because we are a consultant. We are working in regular job, and as a passion we have a YouTube channel, so that you people have to share the good videos with your circle to help more number of people. And I hope all of you are already subscribed to our channel. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe now. And thanks again for joining this session. And you need to check whether any new tickets are assigned to you, and what are the open tickets. Okay, the open tickets, what are the priorities? Always the support consultant should have a proper plan. It's not something whatever comes, you just take it. Okay, you have to take it. You are assigned to 4 new tickets. You have to verify what is the priority of that. Okay, the priority is 2 or 1 or 3, so that ticket should be completed quickly, so that you should work on those tickets. Okay, you have to accept all the tickets. That's there is an accept SLA will be there. Okay, definitely I will plan for one session on service level agreement and priority. Okay, I don't want to interlink here. So that session I will definitely plan very soon. So you have to prioritize your tickets. So the top priority tickets, you should take it first and work on that, and send an email to email or the same support tool. Hi, good morning everyone. So in this video I will tell you about one issue and solution. So how the issue comes, and how we are going to resolve that. So the issue is something like, you can see this is MD043 / MD04. I gave the material, and it has POs and requirement stock, everything 747 in positive way. So for my testing, I wanted to have more requirement. So we are using the MRP, manual reorder point. So what will I do? I will increase the reorder point to 3000, so that requirement is more. So this is the easiest way how you can generate the requirement without creating sales orders or STOs and all. So now I'm going to run MD02 1 to get a PRN. So I'm running MRP. So once you run MRP, now we'll go to MD04. System created only one purchase requisition, although I maintain in quota arrangement, although I maintain the two vendors. See, I maintain two vendors 50-50 percentage, but still system didn't consider two vendors and it created only one. So check that. See, so system considered only one vendor and created the total quantity. What is the reason? So the issue is you maintained quota arrangement properly and you did all the other required configurations, and but when you verify that MRP run, system created only one purchase requisition for the whole quantity, but it didn't split it. So how to do that? So now what we are going to do, we will analyze that. First we will go with the material master MM02 and we can use MRP2, do your plant. Okay, procurement type is F. So you are procuring for multiple vendors, means it's recommended to keep it F. Okay, if you are procuring with one vendor and in-house external both, then you can use X. But if you are using more for external procurement, use F so that it will give you more flexibility to procure from multiple vendors. Okay. So now this is fine, and the solution where I found is I'm going to show you now. Go to MRP1 and lot for lot order quantity. You can directly go to the configuration of lot for lot procedure, or else you can use with F1 also, you can go there. Go to SPRO, reference IMG. So let me activate the spotlight. Okay. So then go to material management. In material management, go to consumption based planning. Go to planning, lot size calculation. After planning, lot size calculation, go to define lot procedure and then MRP lot size. This is already opened in another screen, so that it is saying it is already open. So where is I opened it? Yes, here I opened. Let me close it. So go to the my configuration. Yeah, click on MRP lot size. I'm using EX, right? Click on EX. Okay, here there is two options are there. Lot size in short-term horizon. You have to activate the splitting quota. Long-term and short-term, you can activate the splitting quota checkbox. If there is no splitting quota, system, although you maintain properly MEQ1 everything, so like how we maintained it. So although you maintain, still system, say I gave 50-50. Okay. So although everything is not done, but still system will not split properly. Now we maintain it. The solution is maintain lot size. And if you go to MB04 and see. Okay, so first of all, what we need to do, we need to delete this PR. So either you can delete manually or else you can change the master data and delete it. So let's not go to the master data. If you go into material master and change the MRP, that reorder point to 1, okay. So for example, if you change to 1 and run MRP, that way also you can delete it. But in real time, you don't go to material master and change, because master data changes, definitely you will have more challenges. So that you go and delete the PR. So the requirement is gone. Okay. So refresh. So PR has gone. Only 747 is there, but your requirement is 3000 overall requirement. Now go and check quota arrangement MEQ1. So 50-50, both are having 0 and 0. So now go to MD02 and 1 and 1. Hit enter. So MRP run has happened. Go to MD04. So I'm more giving you in a way of that one. You are familiar with the transaction codes, and we are focusing on issue and solution. So we are not freshers who are learning first SAP, what is quota arrangement and all. So this issue and solutions always I mentioned, right? If you want to check real-time issues and solutions and anything, first you need to learn all the basics, everything. That's why I'm a little faster than explaining. But I hope you got what are the transactions I used it. And if you're not very clear, you can watch the video again. So system created the 2 purchase requisitions and 601 for 50% and 3 for 50%. Okay. So this is the way how system created. For example, that see first it has taken. So it split for the 2 vendors. The configuration EX should be available, and the external procurement F you keep it. And when you run MRP based on the requirement, you maintain the quota arrangement for 2 vendors. So system created 2 purchase requisitions. I hope in this video you learned about fixing an issue and how we have fixed it. And I'm going to release a new video on quota arrangement, what are the setup and how are you going to do it and all. So before closing, let's go to MEQ1 and what changes happened from earlier to now. Okay, see here 50% allocated quantity. So always allocated quantity will be given based on the open requirements. Now it has one PR for 1127 and it has one PR for 1126. So because of that reason, system has shown these data. So it was showing the both the quantities. So this was the one issue and the solution, how you can work on, what are the areas you need to verify and you maintain it. Thanks for watching, and I will keep updating this kind of short issue and solutions. Thank you. So how do we get the tickets? How do we get the tickets? How are these notified, and how we needed to complete such tasks on a priority basis? Yeah, the notified. Like most of the ticketing tools, once the ticket is assigned to you, you will be notified. One email will be coming. So you are assigned, new ticket is assigned to you. Okay, that new priority also the subject will have. It's a priority 2 or priority 3. Okay, priority and maybe the short description of the ticket will be given that. The notified, you will get an email once the ticket is assigned. And the complete task on priority basis. Yeah, like I mentioned and I explained clearly in that project support roles and responsibilities video. So based on priority, if it is a P1, maybe within a day you have to complete, P2 3 days, P3 5 days, and P4 10 days. So based on SLA, how your company has agreed with the customer. Okay, based on that, you need to check the SLA and you have to resolve on priority basis. Okay. So I want to suggest here again, in that video also I explained. The user has created a P3 ticket, but he is asking, I need very urgent, can you finish tomorrow, like that? Then please educate the user. If you are that much urgent, please create a P2 ticket. Okay, so that I can prioritize, because I have 2 P2 tickets in my bucket. I should complete that and then I have to complete your ticket. Okay. So, and also there is one point I want to highlight here. There will be 2 SLAs will be there. One is completing SLA and the second one is accepting SLA. So when you get a ticket, first you have to accept it. Okay. So that also will be having some time, like P1 ticket acceptance within 2 hours, P2 within 6 hours, P3 and P4 maybe within a day you have to accept it. So the user will come to know, yes, somebody has taken my ticket. So I can ping him about the status. So if nobody is taken the ticket, then it will be hanging. Okay. So like some of the companies, the help desk team will be directly assigned to you, but still you have to accept it. Otherwise it will be showing as open. If you accept it, the status will be changing to work in progress. Okay. So that's what you have to do. Okay, let's see some of the questions now. apart from tickets, what will be the other work for day to day? The support support issues, support consultant. Mostly the tickets is the main thing. Other work, like I said, if they are going to do any improvements to the client, they will discuss about the improvements. They will ask the consultants what kind of tickets you are getting very frequently. Can you register? Can you highlight so that what is the better solution we can do for the business to avoid the repeated tickets? Our business is expecting some new things. Recently, some invoice printing in India, GST, 1-2 years back, like that. So these kind of any things have come. What kind of new improvements we can do to give a better solution to the business? So that kind of meetings will be there, and the SLA discussions, SLA, whose SLA is not good, and the client feedback. Some of the consultants are not they're not communicating well with the users. They are aggressive, or they are not getting angry. These kind of any complaints have come, they will have the discussion on that. So these kind of things will be the day-to-day support activities. SAP consultant, regular day-to-day activities. Day-to-day activities. Support. I'll highlight support. In implementation means mostly you will get that kind of activities given by your team member. Okay, but like I mentioned that if your implementation mostly after getting some experience only they will give you. They won't give you just like that, right? So that part also we can highlight. Let's check this one. Monitoring mode of errors, monitoring bad job, like checking bad job error, and verifying the logs why it was failed and all logs that using LSMW, and I'm going to make the migration cockpit also in future. So any LSMW kind of migration, for example, migration transactions. That is to see that how to do the BDC recording. So I think the BDC recording after you go to S4HANA, mostly BDC no more. As part of the clean core, SAP is mostly filling with either APIs, ABAPs and function modules, but no more BDC. At least for ECC people it will be helpful. BDC recording related. Transport request, at least how to get a transport request and what are the different types of transport requests are there. Create, display, checking the list of transport requests, how to identify, so those kind of things. But the basic things like SUIM, checking user roles, checking missing user roles. Based on the role, how to find the transaction code. Such kind of knowledge is required. Okay, so you can see a few more similar kind of topics which are available already in our content, and how to plan and how you need to learn. Okay, so those kind of things we can check it. So BAPI function module testing, at least you should know about how to test it, how to use it, how to test it. Tables uses to extract data with S16 and 16, all the videos. Of course, IDOCs, monitoring, I have given here monitoring IDOC errors and setup function and setup in system, so that you will understand how it was set up, those kind of things. Knowing about the background jobs,
Like it's already here the bad job or background error and knowing about the background job things. IDOCs and the basic config like how to check the SAP configuration modes, like you can check it. There are multiple things, at least today I will highlight these points. And so all these things we have videos on our channel. Okay, we did, for example, monitoring IDOC errors and setup in system. So you can go here and set up in system by Ganesh Padala. At the same time I will keep it in our blog. So here we have one called SAP IDOC videos. There are 9 videos are there. Here I explained about monitoring the videos and monitoring the IDOCs, the errors, how to check it, how to check based on the data, and how to edit an IDOC to reprocess it in certain special cases, and how to make it an IDOC completely inactive. Okay, all those things were explained. See, important client settings of IDOC setup. Output mode uses the configuration setup in outbound IDOC. So IDOC reprocessing, if there is an error, how to reprocess it. All these things are available on our channel. Please go through and learn. And if you want to know about in-depth about how to basic setup also, so if you come to our channel and we directly go to Udemy, so we have a course which is quite popular on Udemy. You can use this IDOC training for functional consultants. In this course, you will learn about from the starting setup, IDOC type, message type, how was the linkage, how to maintain the partner profiles, the entire setup. That will be helpful for you more about implementation projects or any new requirements. In a support consultant, mostly you don't set up, at least you should know where to check the partner profile, what kind of error was coming, whether it's a data error, a connection error, or missing partner profile error, a new vendor was created but not maintained in the partner. So you can easily estimate and you can fix the issue as early as possible, which will save you a lot of time. If you think that to learn the 6 hours of course will be burden for you, then you have to spend for each issue 1 to 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours extra if you don't have proper knowledge. If you have a knowledge, you will find quickly, which will be helpful for you to save a lot of time. Okay, any topic and by Ganesh Padala you can put it, bad job error and all. So I'm going to upload the dedicated bad job related video. I hope it will be helpful. For now, you need to check the report as email users by Ganesh Padala. We just search like this, so that we have a video. What happens in this video, we covered the background job creation also, because that's part of the setup. So we need to do that. So in this video, SAP report as daily email to users, right? In this report, you will learn how to create a background job also. And dedicated, if you want to know all these background job, those things and all, we have a course called SAP Common Course for all functional consultants. In this video, you will have LSNW, different type of methods, background job, VDC recording. So multiple things which are useful for all the functional consultants, whether you are MM consultant, SD, EWM, WM, any module, this course will be helpful for you. So next one, LSNW. So LSNW wise, we have very good videos, LSNW by Ganesh Padala. So you will find this most popular video on our channel, 194K. So it has recording method, and that was have 2 parts. I combined and released here. And also we have extension of materials using recording method. So extension of material with LSNW also is available. And how to change the price condition records in bulk of LSNW to maintain the price condition records, that also available here. And how to import from one area to another area, that's also available. So all these are the multiple videos available, and the similar way in this course also we cover it, and in YouTube also we have quite number of topics. Another one, BDC recording. If you are using ECC, if you are making certain kind of things, still the BDC will be available. So BDC recording by Ganesh Padala. So topic and by Ganesh Padala, if you enter, if there is something, it definitely comes. See here, how to do a recording for BDC and how we are going to provide to your ABAP consultant. So it will be helpful for you. I hope you can share it and get required knowledge you can watch and learn and practice. Transport request, quite number of videos are there on transport request by Ganesh Padala. So you will find the transport request related video. So how to get the table for transport request, you will find the list of transport requests created by respective user ID, and how to release the transport request. And there are multiple other videos related to that one. How to split the TR, how to change the TR name after the release. So there are, I think, 6-7 videos are available related to transport request. I'm sure you will get benefit. Please watch it. SUIM checking missing roads. So here we have the basic transaction code, how to check the roads. Okay. So in this video I explained. I hope it will be helpful for you, at least to verify at some level that a user is saying that when I don't have access, or else you want to know that whether the respective transaction code is available in a role. Is there any suitable business role is available for a transaction code? You can use this SUIM. Watch this video, just 16 minutes video. I explain in detail about how to verify and how to use SUIM efficiently. I'm sure you are going to get benefit out of this. BAPI, yeah, BAPI function module. You will find multiple BAPI by Ganesh Padala, function module by Ganesh Padala. So all BAPI function modules are combined and kept in one video, 44 minutes. You can watch that video. So I'm sure you are going to get required knowledge. And even on Udemy also we have one WM BAPI video course for free. You can just go and search and find that. Table users, I think SAP tables by Ganesh Padala. We have quite a number of videos. One is preparing custom logic, another one is remembering the tables, how to get SAP tables related videos. We have left how to check SAP configuration notes. There are multiple SAP configuration videos are available. Okay, even you also, when you go for SAP configuration, you can use the path mainly, how you are going to use the path, and later if you don't know certain configuration, that also you can use by searching. Either you go by module, like you want to check for the logistics general related material management, that is one way. And normally sets wise also you can definitely you can do. For example, you want to configure material group, so you can search by material group. So system will show you the list of SAP nodes related to material group. So based on your understanding, like whether it is under in logistics general or material management, you can choose accordingly and get it. So there are quite number of other topics also available. You need to follow the playlist I was mentioning again and again. And dedicated topics you want to learn means in our blog, if you come, you will see that purchasing, invoice, and direct processes, or you want to learn something latest related one, you have this ECC S/4HANA differences, where you will find the main differences. I keep adding. Okay, I added recently that SAP and Activate methodology. I'm going to add that more differences between SAP and Activate. So quite similar actually, 90%. But 10 to 20% I'm trying to cover certain points and share with all of you. So I hope it will be helpful to all of you. And keep watching and keep learning. And SAP notes, based on the module, you always come to closer and use this search method, which will be helpful for you, like how to find the SAP notes related to that and that. So you can see all these kind of nodes. You can see whatever node you wanted to, for example, define material group. Double click on that. So system will take you to that respective configuration node. See here, it is under logistics general, material master, settings for key fields, then define material groups. So in this way also you can set that. And another one is customization. Many people think like how much customization is there. I'm not able to understand, like that they say finding custom programs and transaction reports. So once you go to your company, go to TSTC, okay, and give Z star or Y star. So this is a IDA systems we don't have. You will see all Z star. And if you want to know about MM, generally Z star, MM star. So you will get all MM related things. Few companies will use Y, so you have to give Y star, MM star. So you will find all MM related key codes. Similar way, you can verify for that also. And for example, SA16N, and here you can come and give Z star, MM star, and click F4. If there is any table related to Z star MM, you will get it. But you have to give Z star, MM star. Start with Z and contains MM, you will get it. So okay, these many MM customized transaction codes are there, these many tables are there, these many programs are there. You can understand, you can start learning that what is the purpose, why did they create, go through the KT documents, go through the function specifications. Certain things you cannot understand until you go to the either design or checking the basic debugging skills also you get to improve. So these are the few tips for you to manage your work efficiently without much tension and all. And thanks to all of you for your time, and I hope you will respect my time and my efforts. Why did I make this video? Please go through and continue checking the videos which are available, and check our Udemy for learning any specific topic from start to end. Good luck for you, and let's meet with another video. Thank you. Someone has asked the question like is there any use for support project also you can learn, okay. Don't consider that support project doesn't have any learning scope. Support project also you will have a learning scope. Only thing is whenever you get a ticket, you just don't behave like a robo. Just you got the question and issue and solution. You try to understand and take the KT documents and practice. If you have very busy with different activities, you can do that inbound cycle. This 2 weeks or 1 week you can do for what kind of different purchase orders are there, and when do business, why did they request for these many purchase order types, how many purchase order types are there. You can put your Excel sheet, okay. You can prepare your own notes from your client, because you are going to work in that company support for maybe 1 year, 2 years, 3 years you are going to work. So you prepare your own notes, like how many document types are there, how many material types are there, what is the document type, what is the special procurement, okay. So how many enhancements are there, like you have a custom transactions. So you can list out all the custom transactions, what is the purpose of the transaction, when to use the transaction. So if you get a function specification, you can see you already have a program in front of you, and how was that consultant has, how was the consultant written a function specification. You can derive that, okay, this is the output, finally we are having the program today, and how did that FS was written. So how was the FS written, and you can understand what logic they have given. If you know the basic debugging skills, you can read the program and understand the logic, everything. So if you have intention to learn even support project, you can learn a lot. So when you don't have something, why should you think too much about what is not in your hands? And most of the people have that kind of a thing. What they don't have, they will think too much, and what they have, they don't give the value. You are working in support, you just joined, or already within 1 year, you cannot get a release from the project, you know that. So in that 1 year, what do you have to do? If you have more scope of tickets and all, you can try to learn from that. You don't have much work, try to understand like this and prepare that kind of a documentation. You can prepare a document and give to your project manager that these are the custom transactions, everything available. I hope this document will be helpful for any new joiners. Even experienced also will struggle to understand why this custom transaction and all. Standard means we will have a command, but customized, even I struggle whenever I work for any kind of transaction in a custom project. Why did they create? What is the user manual? So if you prepare these kind of things, you can add value. You can get kind of identity in your project. Okay, and if you have some more time, then you can do any certification. You can learn another module, or you can learn if you are interested for project management. So you are at the 4 years or 3 years or 5 years of experience consultant. Start doing a 1 PMP certification, and try to participate in any kind of little bit people management activities, and give an impression to your management that this guy is active in project management, and we can consider for any small lead roles. You can take any small team lead of 4 people, 3 people, 2 people, like that, and within 1 or 2 years you can you can request, or you can get notice for a project management. So you need to plan the career in that way. So what we don't have, we think too much, and what we have, I mean, many people do like that. So not everyone. So if you are in that category, please try to reduce. You need to achieve. That is important. What to do for that? So when I was losing 15 and 16 continuous on-site, I also like why we are missing that on-site, or why we are missing the kind of a project which I'm expecting. So if I want to do that negative thing and all, today we will not be here, right? So I was looking for my strength, and okay, I enjoy this knowledge sharing. Let's make it bigger. So we came to YouTube channel, and within very less response from the people, 225 subscribers in the first 1 year, but still able to maintain the same thing with that few people blessings, and today it became I think more than 4 lakhs people know at least the name Ganesh Padala, whether they watched 1 video or 10 videos. So we need to find out our strength and utilize that time. Okay, everyone cannot utilize 100% of the time, but at least we try to utilize as much as you can. Okay, so you can find out that which area we are enjoying more. Try to do that, and which area is consuming more time, but no use for your career or not anything. Try to reduce that area. Okay, if you are really enjoying that area, try to reduce it. You cannot make it zero. Okay, so that's what support project, no use, I don't want support project, don't say. There is a lot of scope. You can see a consultant, other consultant view. How did they prepare the function specification? What are the business requirement? Okay, how many changes happened from the initial version of FS2 today? How is the project, how the program is working? So that level of analysis you can do it. So don't consider support project as a waste and all. So still you have a scope to learn. Hi, good morning everyone. I get some questions like what are the different tools in the market to handle SAP support. Okay, different companies will use different tools. So when you are going for a job, you don't have to too much thinking about what tool is going to be used by the our respective company. Okay, and whether I don't have experience on that tool. So those things you don't have to worry much, because most of the tools are a similar kind of a setup and user friendly. So maybe in a 3 days or 4 days after you get the respective KT and respective documents how to use that respective tool, you can easily learn in a week or 10 days according to your regular job. So you don't have to think too much about the tool being used by the company. So you should have a command on your module to handle your tickets, and when they provide the KT about that tool, how to use the tool to track your tickets and how to create a change request, okay, how to handle the incidents, how to verify the replies from the business, and how to see the priority of the tickets, okay, and how to see that SLA details. So these all will be provided as part of knowledge transfer. So you don't have to worry which tool is going to be used by your company where you are going to join. So according to the question, I'm going to tell a few tools which I used to see in the regular business. Okay, so SAP Solution Manager and so IT Direct, okay, which is run by SAP, and Remedy, HP SM, okay, HP Service Manager. This is one of the tools, and IT Mass. So like that, there are different tools in the market which provides the tracking of tickets and rising tickets and the tracking of the tickets and also communication with the users, okay, with the proper communication and how to attach the screenshots. So all those functionalities will be available, okay. So you can remember these tools, whatever I mentioned, and which are in the market, and there are many other tools also would be used. So you don't have to too much worry about the which tool is going to be used by your company. So like I mentioned that respect to KT, and after you work for 3-4 incidents and 1 or 2 CR, you will get more command on how to access your tickets and how to use the respective tool. Generally, the change request process will be a bit tedious or tricky. Like we have to get multiple approvals from the managers and COEs. So that part you will have to get command after working for 2-3 CRs. You will get enough command. Thanks for watching this video. I hope this video will be helpful for you. And if you feel that video is good, just click like button and share with your friends to help maximum people. Stay safe. Have a good day. Hi, in this video I'm going to tell you about one common issue which we are going to get it whenever you are doing this goods receipt. So let us check that. What was the issue and how to fix it. So this is a screen of Migo. In Migo screen, how we are going to do the goods receipt. Whether you are using Fury app or normal, wherever you do, this kind of posting period error will come. So when you go to Migo, you can go to Migo and goods receipt purchase order and select the input the purchase order which are supposed to do the goods receipt and input the quantity, how much you want to do. Click on check button. So when you see this message, right, posting only possible in periods respect to period 20240807. So if you see here, when you click on the question mark, the error message what you are going to see it. So this is the message M7053. This will tell you that this is an related issue. Okay, now we can check that. Close the screen. We can go directly to RB. Give your company code. So it says like current period is 08, means 082024, and previous period 07. You cannot post here. So now what we are going to do, /PV NS12 and we can get today's date 02/02/2025. Okay. So still there is a period is there. So we are not in the current period. So now what we are going to do 09/2024. You can enter. So if it is previous year, because we already entered 2025 as per the calendar, so system was giving that warning message, you can click enter. So now you can see MMRV. So the MMRV will change from 9. So 9 means still we are in December 2024. So we can try that how the system was designed. We go. To quantity, item okay. So still it is telling in December. You have to do the +3. So still it is telling that either December or November you can post it. So but not our case, right? We have to come till Feb. So what we are going to do? MM RELTS MM PV NS12 NS12 and 10 2024. So the warning message will come because of the different year, different calendar year. So that also done. So now come to MMRV. So it became 10. 10 means till January, but we are in Feb. So we can give 11. So now check MMRV. See, 11 2024 means +3 Feb 2025. So now we can post the coefficient. GR quantity 2 item okay. Let me make it maximum. Okay, so now click on check button. So now this is the error. You can see here period 11/2024 is not open for account type S in GL191100. So this error is related to finance. Okay, OB 52. Either by description you can identify or else you can see this one. This is OB 52. So now we have to fix the OB 52. OB 52. Posting period variant. Next it will be W01. So 2025. It was selling, it's not open for. In IDS system, we are opening for huge periods, but in real time, every month it will be open. Let us check it once. The same variant is different or different one. Okay. See, now everything is fine. So deficit, it was just giving a warning message that you ordered 10 quantity, but you are receiving only 2 quantity. Is it okay or not? There. So GR is posted. So now if you see that OB52, what we have done in case of OB52, but anyway, in real time OB52 you will not have access even in quality system, and even for MMPV also, most of the ownership will be with finance team. Just for your understanding only, I will show you the OB52 screen. Also OB52 001. In real time, for posting period variant, mostly it will be created based on the company code. Okay, one variant for one company code it will be created, and the respective variant will be assigned. See here, I maintained from 2024 to till 2026, like that I maintained. In real time, every month it will be changed. So our current period is November 2024, but someone has already put it in the 012025, so we got the error message. So by seeing that message, I changed it from January, like not January, I can say it's 1. So the 1 January for US and few other countries, and India and many countries where the financial year is April to March. For them, 12024 means plus 3, April 2024. So that is the way how I fixed the OP52 error and MMPV. One is for MM posting period, another one is finance related. I hope in this video you learned how to fix these two common issues which you come across in IDS system, sometimes in real time, many times in quality system, because there will not be any auto job or someone will open the period, right? You will get that error message. Thanks for watching, and if you learned something, you can provide your valuable feedback. Thank you. Hi everyone. Thanks to all of you for your strong support on YouTube and Udemy. Thanks for providing ratings on Udemy and comments, sharing our videos with your circle on YouTube. Keep doing that and keep motivating me. Like I mentioned always, my efforts are same, whether the video is watched by 1,000 people or 10,000 people. That is in your hands to reach more people. And today I came here to discuss about what is incident, what is service request, and what is change request. Multiple times I spoke about at high level or some kind of a level in our support videos. But today I wanted to tell in detail about what are these three high level differences and how does it work. I hope it will give you an idea. So 10 to 20%, 30% differences might happen when you see it, but overall the ITIL guidelines wise, all companies follow. But based on the respective client agreement or respective policies, you may see that 10 to 20% differences here and there. So first we will talk about what is incident. What is incident? Okay, we'll see what is incident. So when you're looking at a support project, there are three types mostly we see. One is incident and service request and change request. So incident is mostly related to what we are working, like any guidance related, master data, some master data, like either middle master change or info record change, such kind of issues. Either you will guide them how to change it and all, and transaction data. For example, user has created a purchase order with wrong condition record, condition, any price condition and all. So they wanted to reverse it. You will guide them how to reverse the respective GR and how to make it. Those kind of things you are going to teach them. So those kind of things also are part of incident. And sometimes it will be like providing training on specific topic, or providing updating guidance, like what we can say, like you wanted to update the existing training document, updating training documents as part of the respective guidance. So mostly we will see these kind of things in incident. So at high level, what you can understand, in incident, you are not going to make any kind of a transport request, either a BAP or functional. Okay. That's what you can understand. Second one is service request. Service request. So in service request, for example, while analyzing incident, you came to know that that issue can be fulfilled only if you need to make some config changes or a certain program bug fix, okay, some little logic change. Then we have to ask business to create new service request, or based on the agreement, we will get internal service request based on the incident. Okay, and a few guidelines, few companies like a few support related agreements from incident itself, you can directly create a change to make the changes. Okay, so let's not confuse you. You go with this kind of approach to understand. Incident means mostly guidance, master data, updating training documents, condition record, transaction data, little giving training. So service request means any basic config change, basic configuration change to fix the bug. Okay, so you are going to do a basic config change. You are going to do to fix the bug, or program change to fix the bug. So here what you can understand is it should not be a new requirement, brand new requirement. So if it is some kind of a logic thing or some coding, okay, some coding related things. So all these kind of things will become under with service request. Little sensitive also here, I can say. Sometimes what happened, very minor, it's new requirement, but very less effort. So we may decide to finish in service request itself. So that little difference we need to understand here. Okay, so when I come to that next part, you will understand. So incident and service request, any little program change and all. Here you will have a transport request. That's what I wanted to mention. In here, you may have a transport request mostly. Sometimes user may create service request also for guidance and all. So then no need here. So next one is change request. Okay. So it's incident and service request, mostly it will go as per your company will have an agreement with the customer. So I'm going to help you for not help you, like for example, these many incidents and service requests you can create monthly and overall yearly this much agreement. The company will go with a kind of agreement with the client. So you can create these many incidents and these many service requests. This is a lump sum amount. Few companies follow. Few companies like number of incident, number of service requests they pay. But change request will be wherever company you work, always it will have a payment, because change request will be sometimes a small config and a small program change, but still it will become a kind of change request because it's completely a new process which needs to be reviewed by a solution architect or COE, Center of Excellence, whoever the team needs to review. And the business owners also should know about this change because it is going to be a new process for them. Okay. So now we are going to check for the details of change request. So incident and service request is straightforward. They create a ticket and you support them, and based on the service level agreement. So both incident and will have a SLA. both will have SLA. Instant also will have SLA, and service request also will be SLA. So change request, no SLA, but they may agree for 1 month, 2 months, or 3 months, like that, based on the number of efforts and all. They put it for the change request. But how does the change request process will be initiated? Okay, so that part we are going to see here. So how does this change request will work? So I'm trying my best, and I'm slowly learning the writing better on this pen. So we hope slowly in the new videos you can understand better. So what is the change request? So change request will start with BRD. We call business requirement document. In real time, in implementation projects, what we call scope of work, SOW. Somewhat it will look similar, BRD. What is a business requirement document? The business will prepare a document. They will tell you, these are my business requirement, and I'm going to get this benefit, and this needs to be done like that. Then the change request consultant will prepare SPD. SPD means solution proposal document, where you are going to keep it, what configuration you are going to make changes, and what program you are going to make changes, and what are the efforts for each module, like ABAP or MM, or if there is SD also involving SD efforts. Entire efforts, everything will be prepared, SPD. And then you will prepare cost sheet. Okay, so this cost sheet, you will prepare what are the efforts and how much total amount. So that information also will be prepared, and all needs to be sign off. Okay, that you need to keep it everywhere. Everywhere you need a sign off. Either BRD need sign off, SPD needs sign off, and cost sheet also needs sign off. So once this all completed, okay, so yeah, before that I need to start. First, the business will start. I think let's do one thing. Let me do one way to make it better. Who creates what? So that will give you a better idea. So what I'm going to do here, from business and IT. Okay, we keep two departments here. So first, business will start with RFP, request for proposal. So RFP will be created by business. Then they will create BRD, business requirement document. So RFP in tool, they create in support tool. Whatever the tool you are using, whether it will be IT Direct or Remedy or ServiceNow, whatever you are using, in support tool they create. So the consultant will take, okay, accept RFP. So I can say this is the second point. So this we will consider like a, okay. So they will create. After that, we'll ask them that can you provide the business requirement document. So they will prepare the business requirement document. So the consultant will verify and prepare the SPD, okay, solution proposal document, and also he will prepare cost sheet. Prepare cost sheet. So like I mentioned that each company wise there are 10-20% differences may happen. It's not like what is the T code for PO creation ME21 and like single answer. Few companies may skip BRD and few companies may not prepare cost sheet during that point of time. They may prepare during UAT. So that little changes may be done at each level, but you can adopt what process, because these are all based on multiple projects which I work for different kind of companies. Okay. Okay, let's do it. Support tool. So cost sheet you prepared and you share with business, and everything will be sign off. Okay, all must be sign off. Okay, once sign off, approvals, everything is completed, then you are going to prepare, convert RFP to RFC, request for change. So this RFC, what you are going to do, RFP, you convert it to RFC, and okay, you convert it to RFC, request for change. I will provide the definition for each one. RFC. So once RFP to RFC is converted, you are going to make in a way that start working on the your changes. So what you are going to work on, RFP to RFC, you are converted. Now you start working on the config changes and all. So 7th step will be, you are going to make 7 changes to configuration, or program. Okay, if you have any kind of FS preparation and all will be done here. Then you will perform unit testing, UT or SIT, based on your different systems and all. You do the UT SIT, then will be given to user for, maybe if there is a really requirement of training, you will do that. So training and UAT, I put it both are same place. So UAT will be done and training will be taken by business, so we will give it, but anyway I put it in training and UAT. So that sign off also need required. Here also we need sign off. So BRD also sign off, SPD also sign off, this also sign off. Everywhere we need to have a sign off documents. So UT SIT also sign off by your lead or whoever the guidelines which were made it. Training is completed, UAT is completed, then we are going to make it TR approval form. You have to fill all the TRs, TR approval and any authorization. Okay, so authorization movement. So everything to production. Okay, so you are going to do all production movements, everything you have to complete it. So once you complete it, you will ask the business, can you verify? Step number 11, verify in production. Okay, so verify in production. Once verify in production, you will be verify in production and confirm to close. After few days, actually, because we asked them to observe for few days. Okay, so close RFC after hypercare. So based on your guidelines, we need to keep it for 1 month like that. So one kind of will be there. So once it is completed, this will be done. So this is about the change request we'll have. A change request will, like I told you, that it will have a separate price and those details, everything will be available. So any kind of a questions if you get while doing this thing, you can put a comment so that I will answer. So we are going to make certain kind of, there are few short terms I used here. So let me answer, let me give all those things to you. Let us move little left hand side and we'll use some different color. What color is nice? Purple. It looks little low, right? Okay, let's use green. Okay, so green and stroke we will little improve. Yeah. So what are these different terms I used here? Maybe you can say. SR means service request. If you use any short terms. CR, change request. RFP, request for proposal. So that is the first one, proposal. RFP, request for change. So whether it is SAP or Oracle or warehouse system, these terminologies are pretty similar because it's mostly coming from the ITIL guidelines. SPD, solution proposal document. BRD, business requirement document. I hope you can understand my handwriting. I will improve better. I think these are all quite familiar for us. UT, unit testing, SIT. If there are no much third-party systems or the modules and all, SIT may be optional in certain CRs. UT and direct it will go for that. Some integration testing. TR means transport request. There are plenty of videos available about transport request on our channel. You can go through that. Transport request. That's it, I believe. Yeah, SIT and UAT, user acceptance testing. User acceptance testing. So these are the overall what we used it, and I hope you got a good idea about incident, service request, change request, and we can make a video with PPTs and all. We have several things. I felt like let's give our own impact because the PPTs can be, if I ask some guidance, one of my students or anyone can make it. So anyway, I'm not able to teach on a board with all the people. I felt like let's make sometimes whenever I get interest. Okay, so everything will go with our interest, right? So whenever I get interest, we'll make this kind of whiteboard videos. So it will give a feel that my handwriting, so which no one can like copy, or no one can, not about copy. It will give that our the YouTube channel and provide ratings on Udemy. If you're watching this video by any platform, keep providing your blessings and motivation. We'll meet with another video. I'm always ready to help you, and thanks for your great support. Thank you. Hello everyone. I hope all of you doing good, and in this session I'm going to teach you how to prepare a solution proposal document, or in few companies you may call solution design document, during change request. So I'm going to teach you about when you prepare a solution proposal document in your project during change request. If you watch our any other videos related to support project, where I explained about RFP and RFC, something like request for proposal and request for change. So first the request for proposal will be created and it will be converted to request for change. So here the process, and while making this request for change and request for proposal design process, you have to prepare a document called solution proposal document. Solution document, and few companies may call solution design document. So what is this document about, and how do you prepare, and what are the different kind of data you are going to mention in this document? I'm going to teach you today. The solution proposal document you are going to prepare. So during RFP, RFC, I told that. So for example, this is document, SPD or SDD, whatever you call. So when you prepare this document, what are the main things you need to consider? I'm going to teach you. So we can take one example and give respect to elaboration also. So that will give a good idea for you how to deal and how to prepare with respect to solution proposal document. So this will contain a document, a template will be prepared and it will be given by your team or the seniors or the management team, not exactly management, the technical architects, they prepare a template document. So for example, this is a solution proposal document, and let's take it. So if you consider this as med cells, I can put it in the heading. So this is the one, and here you will have the number, whatever the CR number or RF number, and you can give any date, like when was the requested date or when the CR date. Okay. So requirement date. So maybe module, company or client name, with whom you are working, which client you are working, that also you can give that. We can put it like this, CR number and name of the CR or title of the CR, for which one you are working on the title of the CR. So here when you prepare this one, CR number, let's take it maybe something GPM 001. Title, you can write any of the process where you are working or what kind of development you are going to do it. That also you can mention. So what is the exactly business requirement and what you're going to do? So those details will be available here. So title of the CR and when was the requirement date? 26. Today I'm preparing, so maybe the requirement has come out 15/07/2025. Module SAP MM, company name, the current which you are going to work on that. GP group of company, GPGC, whatever you can give, and title of the CR and what exactly the activity you are going to do it, that you can mention it. So the title of this CR, you are going to develop the report or creating a new smart form, okay, or you are building an interface between two systems by using certain kind of customized fields. So what kind of a CR you are going to do, that you can put it here. You can put it like transfer slip form. Transfer slip. Question. So once this title everything is available, then later you need to check that what details we are going to put it and what are the different kind of data going to mention. Business requirement. So first the business requirement, and if you give a section wise, if you can put it business requirement, and next one will be solution proposal or proposal solution. What the solution exactly you are going to do it. And assumptions. Generally, we have certain kind of assumptions. The business will always perform the transfer posting first, and then they want to have an auto type of auto printing, okay, like that. So solution proposal assumptions, maybe we can have in solution proposal you can put it all the information and efforts estimation. So how many efforts you are going to do it, and finally we will have approval sign off. Or you can put it directly approvals. So mainly the 5 categories will be available in the document. So in the business requirement, you need to provide that warehouse users need to print a transfer slip when the transfers are happening between specific storage locations. They don't want to print for everything. The specific storage location when they transfer, they want to print the transfer slip. Specific storage locations. Here, the layout of the transfer slip provided needs to be developed as per the given layout. Business will give you the layout, so based on that you need to prepare it. So the solution proposal based on the business requirement, new smart form or Adobe form. You can mention form only. Technically, smart form, Adobe form only. You can directly mention the latest. New Adobe form needs to be developed. Yeah. So in the solution proposal, you can put it few bullet points or how you want to show it. Like, you can give it bullet points also. First one is new form development as per the given layout. New output type creation in SAP MM configuration. Now to configure new output type, assign output type to the inventory output processor. You can say like as a schema or processor, what you can call. new output type must be assigned. Condition records actually were required for the locations. Moment time. In that combination, if you are moving to 311, not every 311 should trigger this output, so that the given locations the business wanted to print the transfer slip only when the transfer is happening between these locations. So that also need to be done. So layout, everything you can get it, the data and configuration wise also you can mention where you are going to do the config and those kind of information can be put it. Even you don't have to mention that level in the solution purpose document. So you can mention some more information, or you can directly give in the configuration document. We are going to provide the details anyway. So where exactly you are going to do the output type and all. So this is SPRO, difference IMG. So difference IMG and material management, inventory management and physical inventory. So here, when you come to this inventory related one, and whatever the details, like for example, if you go to goods receipt, the goods receipt related document and there will be there. And when you wanted to maintain only the print related things, you have to go to print control. And assign print indicator, all the information will be there. Here, you can go to output determination, define. We mostly use the same combination of condition table and all, so you have to go to maintain output types. So in this maintain output type, you can create a new output type for the transfer procedure, the transfer slip, and maintain output determination procedures. Here, need to assign the new output type. So here, need to assign the new output type. So once a new output type is assigned, then the condition records need to be done. So this all you can find detailed video about inventory management output procedure where we have given the details. So maintain output determination procedures. That's like output message procedure. Output. So the layout wise, I want to show you again the screen wise. This is the layout, the solution proposal document, and you have to get a CR number, whatever that you call like RFC number or CR number, the number, the title, what exactly the CR about, transfer slip for location to location, and when was it was required, requirement date given by the business, when was the request mainly came to you, and then which module, and then which client, which is going to be done. Okay. So here the main part will be the business requirement, solution proposal. Then we'll go for assumptions and all. In business requirement, you need to provide some more information, like what is exactly the business requirement and what kind of benefit business is going to get it. Okay, so that information you can provide. So business can track each goods movement and manage each goods movement, each physical goods movements properly due to the slip. Warehouse keeper can use this to verify the physical goods quantity. So like that you can write some more information, business requirement. Solution proposal wise, the based on business requirement, a new Adobe form needs to be developed. The form development as per the given layout. So the layout will be given by the business. So how it was, the layout will be there. The based on the layout needs to be developed. Okay. The layout can be having the plant details, material, quantity. Okay. So you need to get it, and then you have to prepare the request for that. So the material, quantity, plant, source, S-log, destination S-log. So that kind of information will be there, and the overall the layout wise, anything address is there here. From address and to address. so that storage location, source location address, and destination location address, this can be tracked. So if you are using any kind of two-step, for example, 313 and 315, 313 will be done with the goods issue and 315 for the receipt. Okay. So if you are using kind of mostly I'm telling about the transfer slip with info. So in that point only I explained about the inventory management related. So this kind of a layout also will be prepared, and based on the business requirement, a similar kind of a form will be developed. Once the form is developed, you can test whether it is triggering properly or not, and those things. So the output type creation, configuration, and SN output type to the inventory standard procedure. Then the condition records, it's a part of master data. So once it is maintained. So the assumptions are something like business maintains the proper condition records with required printer. They need to give in the printer when they maintain the condition record. Otherwise, auto print will not happen. So that's the thing, one of the assumptions. And that kind of assumption you can give it. Any other assumptions which we are going to expect that business will do this step, then only it will work. So such kind of information we need to give. So effort estimation, kind of an Excel sheet where you can prepare the different things like how you can prepare an effort estimation. So we'll have a layout. So you can have different things like requirement as a proposal, relation review, and development. Okay, it looks like our SR methodology or activate methodology, how it will happen, right? Development, configuration, development. Unit testing, if you have anything applicable, then only system integration testing, then UAT. Then go live preparation, post go live support. So this kind of a template will be there, and here functional, technical. If you have anything basis, authorization. Okay. You can give basis or security because they will take care about any authorization required. And review team, because you may have any solution architect team or managers who are going to review that also can be provided. The templates will be given in your company when you're working on that, and but I'm sharing at the high level how does it look like. So if you see, this is the part of system setup. You can so it's part of it's kind of solution setup, testing. Okay, 4 sections. The requirement gathering, and the functional team is working with the business and making it on maybe 0.5. Let me keep all the numbers. Okay. So you can put it as a format cells. Yeah, number of decimals. Already because of that it was done. And also we'll keep it. So here you can give it like requirement gathering. The functional will discuss business layout, everything. Maybe you can put it for the form and solution proposal. We're going to work on that. Maybe 0.75. The review team, solution they will review. They might take some 0.50. So solution proposal and configuration development that we can give department will address. Here we have something like. So the configuration we will give 0.5 and the FS design, you need to work on the form, layout, everything. Okay, 1.5. Development, technical team will take it 5 man days to develop the form. Here maybe in FS design or review team might have one kind of a review so that they can put it. Unit testing, the form we will give SIT, maybe not applicable directly to the UAT, or at least as part of that process, if you want to test, maybe you can keep it in 0.5. UAT, only support we are going to do it. So the form unit testing will take more time. So UAT wise, when the business having any issues, 0.5. The technical team also will give you any bug fixes, we give some buffers for them. Okay. The unit testing, we thoroughly test, and during the point of time, technical team also will give some involvement. So we can give some 0.5, and unit testing will be 1.5. Goal preparation, the preparing the authorizations are available or not, and is there any kind of that transport request, coordination, everything. So goal preparation wise, they also will help us. But functionally, we will do about coordination. Support, you can put it something support like this. So this is the way how we can make this one B3. So this is the overall efforts for making that kind of form. .5. If efforts are a little more and why these kind of things, maybe we need to reduce it. Here we can reduce. Development team will ask them to reduce to 4, and unit testing we can reduce to 1. But something we can reduce based on the review and all. Something like this, the effort estimation will be prepared. So that entire effort estimation, we are going to keep it like this. So the solution document, you can put it here, effort estimation. So the approvals, it will be prepared, the table format will be there. So we take it, approved by how many people are going to approve. We can approve from the different people like approve details. Like so whenever we are giving these approvals, we have to give the designation and how it will be done. Okay, those kind of things will be approved. So we can here name, role, department, signature, date. So like that, you can put it that details. That's like this. And prepared by, who prepared this one, viewed by. If you have a review, then you can put it otherwise directly approved. From the business side also, who approved like that. So if you see the details, okay, we can put it. So name, who prepared and who reviewed and approved by, his role, department, which department and all. So approvals, we can put it like this is all IT team. In the business also, we can put a separate one. Reviewed by and approved by, because the preparation is done by consultant. So no need this one reviewed by and approved by. this would be better for them. So the approvals, we can put it. To the ITT. Business team. Once the ITT is approved that one, then they will also put the signature. So once this approval process are done, the approvals are the last one. Is about explanation, assumptions, and you can write based on the solution, the layout, how will the form layout look like. Okay, those are all kind of details can be put. I hope in this session you understand how does the details need to fill, and the template you don't have to prepare. It will be taken from this ITIL related any sample templates or the project management when they deliver that hand over the project to support team, they will prepare this kind of documents. More or less how to fill the data and what kind of data will be captured you can understand. The exact layouts you can find based on your project once you join. You will get this is our solution proposal document, when do you need to prepare, and those kind of things definitely you can follow. Okay. So that is the way how you can prepare the solution proposal document during your change request. When you are working on the change request, you will prepare it. When it comes to the implementation, we mostly go with the solution design document or blueprint document. It will have a few pages of document where you capture the solution details and each process, what processes and all. Okay, that's the thing. So in the testing efforts and all, you can when you go for the test script, you have to prepare. In solution proposal document, we may cover the test scenarios. What are the tests you can mention like that? You can put it like. Storage location to storage location. Transfer needs to be tested at the all the details on the address, etc. need to be verified. This is the way how you can do it. So I hope in this session you got an idea how to prepare a solution proposal document, a solution design document during your change request. You can practice, and the templates will be prepared based on your company, and you will get a template for how to fill and how to capture the data. I hope you got a good idea in this video. If you have any other inputs, if I miss, or if you have any other valid points, please put it as a comment. So definitely I will try to add to the same video or additional bytes I can add it. Thanks for your time, and keep watching and keep rating our courses on Udemy, and keep sharing our videos on YouTube or LinkedIn, wherever you watch. Thank you. Thanks for your time. Hello. You can go to Google and give Ganesh SAP SCM, and once you click on the blog, there is a 3 lines. Click on the lines to get categories. Select support tickets to check plenty of support tickets available on our blog. Most of the tickets belong to ECC or S4HANA material management. Few of the tickets related to ECC warehouse management, which is available in S4HANA as stock management. Error-related handling, business requirements. I covered multiple areas. If you have any issues or any other inputs related to these kind of blogs, please put as a comment. Give ratings on Udemy and give your thumbs up to our blogs and YouTube channel.
എല്ലാവർക്കും നമസ്കാരം. ഞങ്ങളുടെ ചാനലിലേക്ക് സ്വാഗതം. ഈ വീഡിയോയിൽ ഞങ്ങളുടെ ബ്ലോഗിൽ ലഭ്യമായ വ്യത്യസ്ത സപ്പോർട്ട് ടിക്കറ്റുകളെ കുറിച്ച് ഞാൻ വിശദീകരിക്കാൻ പോകുന്നു. നിങ്ങളിൽ ചിലർക്ക് അറിയാമായിരിക്കും, ചിലർക്ക് അറിയില്ല.
I hope this video will help you to understand what are the support tickets we have, and what kind of issues I explained. So the same thing I'm going to explain in a video. So if you come to a channel, that directly you can search as ganesh.sapscm.com, or else you can go to Google or any search engine and enter Ganesh SAP so that you will find our blog. Once you come to the blog, this is the home screen where you can find the different type of categories, and you can come to support tickets. Once you come to the support tickets, you will see the multiple support tickets are available, and today we are going to explain one by one, and this will be added to our regular available one support course. Everywhere it can add it, because these are the support tickets but available in the public domain. The similar document, how I explain in Word document, similar way you can find here. So if you come to here, the first issue that customer is not defined for function PY. What happens when you create a business partner? When you create a business partner for customer, and if the details are not maintained, for example, if you have not maintained the partner function, partner related configuration for your customer account group, then this error will come. So what will happen? You are trying to give this pair, but the pair is not assigned to your account group, so that system will throw this error message. So the reason is the partner determination is not set up for the customer master. It is not properly set up. The solution wise, you have to first set up that one. How to do that? Go to SPRO, sales and distribution, master data, business partners, customer hierarchy, and set partner determination for hierarchy categories. And here you need to maintain setup partner determination for customer master. So in this configuration, you need to assign whatever configurations you have, that your account group, you need to assign the partner. If you really wanted to see in SAP system, go to SPRO, reference IMG, sales and distribution, master data, business partners, customers, customer hierarchy, set partner determination for hierarchy categories, go to partner determination for customer. Here, whatever the partner, for example, if you go to the account groups and function assignment, go here and ensure that your account group and is assigned to your partner. Okay, whatever account group, and that account group needs to be assigned to your partner function. So if you see a different partner function, whatever you assign to the account group, that only can be maintained during business partner creation. I hope this issue, it may not be support issue, sometimes it can be possible, because for example during implementation the team has maintained only SP, BP and SH, but today you wanted to maintain PY, but that was not maintained in the configuration, so that the end user will get the error message. Then he will ask to the key user also is not able to fix because configuration is not done. It's not related to a master. Then the ticket will be raised, and once the ticket comes, he will start working on the issue, maintain the config to fix that. But this is a common issue during unit testing or system integration testing or UAT. If you miss some configuration, you could find it. If there is a new partner requirement has come and suddenly the business is trying to maintain, then it will come as part of support ticket. I hope you understand that this is rare cases, it can be support issue, and it's most possible system integration testing or user acceptance testing time you can find it. Okay. So the next one is SAP S/4HANA Business Requirement and Solution. So that this was published in last month. You can see here what is that exactly requirement. Details about the conditions at plant level in purchase info record. So first of all, what is the business requirement here? The business requirement is we don't want to maintain the purchase info record at the plant level. For example, a company has 10 plants in the same country and one purchasing organization, and they don't want to maintain the info record at the each plant level. The master data efforts are more, and also the company has a standard rule that one purchase price should be available across the company, so that we want the purchase price at purchasing organization level but not at the plant level. Because of that reason, you can see how these okay. So how this purchase info record can be maintained at the purchasing organization level. So the main thing is conditions allowed with and without plant. Here you need to maintain that only plant related conditions allowed or no plant related conditions allowed. There are two options are there. If you select this no plant related conditions allowed, then system will throw error if you give the plant by mistake. Okay. So these are the standard settings that in the standard system you can store time dependent conditions with or without a plant. This means you can define the vendor conditions for a material in the purchasing record at level of the purchasing organization and plan. You should disallow plant conditions only if you are sure that you have the same conditions for all the different plants. Okay. So if you have a similar kind of a thing, then only you need to maintain it. So now I'm going to tell that details about the conditions at plant level in purchasing for record. So let me show you the configuration now. Okay, even this blog also we can improve with few screenshots. Go to SPRO, reference IMG, material management, purchasing, info record, we have a different kind of a thing, screen layout and text data, maintain data, purchasing area determination, sourcing, So now we will see in the system, okay, how we can maintain this configuration, and also this post we can edit and maintain that little more details. Business requirement, purchase info record should be maintained at purchasing organization level only, but not at plant level. This helps to maintain the same price across the plants in a company code where only one purchasing organization. Organization is available. Solution. For the solution, you need to maintain the option in the below configuration. What is the configuration? SPRO, material management, purchasing, conditions. Okay, you can copy that exact text. Go to SPRO, reference IMG, material management, purchasing, conditions. Here, define condition control at plant level. Okay, we can take this screenshot if required. Okay, this is the configuration. In this configuration, we are going to, for example, my plant is GP01. So here